Previously on 4 Idiots.
We've got 16 days to go around 13 countries with 5 of us in one motorhome. What's going to go wrong?
Well, so far Ethan had nearly died, I'd got a criminal record, and Badger had gotten everyone paralytic on multiple occasions.
Where's the button? You made a terrible mistake.
But we had seen some of the most amazing landscapes imaginable.
We keep topping them each time.
Surely you can't top this.
In this episode, that's exactly what we're attempting to do in Austria before heading to Prague for an epic night out. As well as myself, David, the geography expert and filmmaker of the trip, there's Badger, head of hospitality, Jamie, main driver, Ethan, co-pilot, and Win, who basically just gets to live life as a dog for 2 weeks. This is 4 Idiots Series 4, the ultimate European road trip.
The hills are alive with the sound of
Hello and welcome to Austria, not Australia. Approximately a quarter of its population lives in its capital, Vienna. It's home to classical and orchestral music composers such as Mozart and Strauss. It's the true home of Red Bull as well as the croissant and postcard. The sewing machine was invented by Austrian Joseph Mansberger. Only 9 years of schooling are compulsory here, usually from the age of 6 to 15, and a school day typically lasts only 6 hours. And 62% of Austria is covered by the Alps, which we're going to see a lot of today on our journey.
Woo! Yeah, wow, Austria. Oh! Did you see that car? What was it? It was a Lamborghini.
As well as the Alps, we'd also be seeing a lot of cars like that, because where we are headed for is a petrol-head paradise. After losing the First World War, Austria's economy had been shattered, and with the additional effects of the Wall Street stock market crash of 1929, something needed to be done to lower the unemployment rate. The answer was connecting the country, and 6 years later, Grossglokner High Alpine Road was opened, linking North and Southwest Austria together. With 36 hairpin bends reaching over 2,500 metres, it's one of the highest roads in the Alps.
Oh my god.
We were all the way down there.
Oh my god.
Because this road would require maximum skill, before the beginning of it, we pulled over and switched into airplane mode.
Oh yes.
Doors armed.
Hold on to your seats.
Accelerate to attack speed.
Wait, checks. Airspeed increasing.
Clear.
T's and P's in the green.
Left.
Rotate!
Here, Captain speaking. We're targeting cruising at an altitude of 1,900 meters.
Oh my god, it's so far down on my right window. Oh, that's
Get out! Get out!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and your right hand side, you'll see a really long, wet thing going through the mountain.
Yes,
We've done an overtake.
Yes.
Oh, you slow coaches.
You got to be taking my motorhome uphill.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that! Take a picture of the hood. Whoa!
Oh,
Do we want to
yeah,
stop?
the snow, yes, the snow.
Stop,
Look.
Captain, stop.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is so close to the edge, Jamie.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go play in the snow.
Let's go play in the snow.
Oh, yes.
Oh man, it's like proper snow.
It's nearly July,
It is indeed.
and we're playing in snow.
Absolutely.
In Europe.
Mr. Wind's coming.
Winds in the snow.
Lads! There's snow! Oh, you bastard!
It's bloody freezing.
After playing in the snow, we drove on.
Wow! Oh my god!
And reached the most iconic part of the pass with direct views over towards Grossglokner mountain.
That mountain's a pyramid.
Oh my god, it is.
Oh,
Look at all the snow. Oh my god.
Can we stop? My god.
Holy
Look at the rivers.
Because all the snow melts and then it just runs down the mountains. That's insane. It's just insane.
What we're doing is just topping ourselves every single day. We just keep topping ourselves.
Is this better than Trade Chi, mate?
I don't even know what to say.
Well, you know, once again, it's not bad. You know, the views and stuff, they're not bad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, it freaks me out.
That's the best wood I've ever seen it.
Oh,
look at God.
That's a long way down, boys.
That
Fucking
just
hell.
doesn't make sense. That
I'm
just
scared.
does not make sense.
Oh.
Jamie Clennell driving a motorhome with that view behind him. That does not make sense.
Whoa.
Love you f***ing off.
Oh no!
I'm holding the steering wheel. Really,
Good.
really do.
I'd be very f***ing worried if you didn't.
That, right, I
We've
can't-
just pulled in.
we're pulled in
because
you
the
can smell
brakes
brakes
smell.
going all the way down this hill.
Yeah.
Put the handbrake on, it won't go on anymore. That's the highest the handbrake can go, and if I let
Yeah.
go of the brake, we roll forward.
So we were gonna stop to let the brakes cool down, and we can't stop, and you can't take your foot off the
I
brake.
can't take my foot off the brake.
So if you take your foot off the brake now,
Right, watch, right, you ready?
yeah.
We're off down the hill.
Oh my god.
That's with the handbrake fully on.
We've ruined the motorhome.
What are you doing? Let go. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Badger versus a 3-ton motorhome.
God's sake, man. He's not doing anything. Nothing has changed.
Get back in, man, you tit.
Put your hand
Harder
near
than
the
it
brake.
looks, you know. This is just
Get in,
shit.
you tit.
Put your
We'll-
hand
we'll-
near the wheel.
We'll go down to the next parking place, find the one that's flat, and let the van cool down.
Oh!
Right, get back in, let's go.
Yes! Go on, lad. You spin it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I mean, I would rather be in that than this in some
Yeah.
ways, but in other ways I would rather be in this.
No, I'd rather be in that.
It's the end. We've made it. We've made it with the brake life on this van considerably shortened.
Our next destination was 2 hours away, but as we were driving, we started to notice something.
So we're driving through Austria, and we've just been presented with this view. And
It's a nice view.
well, I feel like we've already been up there.
Yeah. I can appreciate
It's sort of it's a nice view, but
Nice view.
we've really been desensitized here. We honestly have. We've been absolutely spoilt on this trip.
Yeah.
This was actually our last full day in the Alps, but as we neared the end of them, they did still have a couple of surprises left in store.
Oh my god! Holy bloody pull up somewhere. That view through there. Oh wow.
Whoa, wow.
This valley though wasn't quite as amazing as our overnight stop. One of the most iconic places in Austria, and one that you've probably seen on multiple screensavers in Instagram posts. Hallstatt.
Look at that!
Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this ancient salt mining village has been unchanged for centuries. It has a population of just 780 people, but can have an influx of up to 30,000 tourists per day, and the Chinese love it so much they even built a replica of it.
Coming here for now, yeah?
Alright guys, welcome to another 30-second campsite at the side of the road tours. I've got no idea what this one's called because we just pulled in because it's basically the only one in Hallstatt. It's quite expensive, but the location is very nice and it's only like a 5-minute walk towards the centre. The guy is very unfriendly.
I've not met him yet.
He sort of reminds me of an older version of the kid from Bully. The facilities aren't the best. They're a little bit confusing. The toilets are kind of in a maze of things, but it's decent other than that. The views that we have, the views that we've had on this trip, wow.
I know.
And that up there, I believe, is Holstadt salt mine, which we won't have time to visit, but it's interesting.
Although it looks lovely, the problem with Holstadt is the over-tourism caused by day trippers. Apparently the local churches have even had to start employing bouncers. However, once the day comes to an end, it turns back into a peaceful, quiet village, something that we had the benefit of exploring.
When is it that we turn round, look at our country and go, maybe we can do the design of our houses a little bit more interestingly?
I mean, that's a good question.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you look at everything in Europe and like all the houses are just like, wow, compared to what we have in the UK. Look at this restaurant.
Our house is kind of sad.
That's awesome, that. Oh my god. This is a lovely little square, this. You know what, I might do another thing where I compare my local town square to this town square.
Oh yeah, that'd be
So let's just have a look at Holstadts. So there's Holstadts. Ah, and here's Seton Delvos.
The next day, we left the Alps for the final time, and soon found ourselves back in the daily grind.
I'm not. What? Who?
Get out there then! Alright then, you come on, you
What did I do? Do you think it's because of my indicator? It doesn't work. What am I
Oh,
gonna
the
do?
indicator doesn't work properly, does it? In a 2-year-old motorhome, and it's only done 18,000 miles. That doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
You're listening to Badger FM!
Badger FM. Oh, for God's sake, man.
Wait! Come on, take your headphones off! Alright, ready, Jamie? Everyone up together now! I got a brand new car, Gear Austria, I got the key!
As we passed through the city of Linz, the traffic seemed to have halted because of an accident. And then we discovered a very interesting fact about Austrian breakdown recovery vehicles.
It's a breakdown wagon!
What a tune for a breakdown wagon!
Breakdown wagons are orchestral! What's going on?
He actually is, isn't he? Oh my god! Austrian breakdown wagons have the best tune. It's like an Ice Queen van, but rave.
He's playing Giroud Sandstorm and getting through all the traffic.
It is Giroud Sandstorm, isn't it?
Yeah, look.
After pushing through the rest of Austria, we then entered our next country.
Czech Republic! Aye, aye!
Hello everyone, welcome to the Czech Republic, also now known as Czechia. Czechs consume the most beer per capita in the world. And as well as beer, they also love mushrooms. Prague is the only major Central European city that wasn't extensively bombed during the war. Therefore, there are many ancient buildings here, and that's where we're going to be heading. And I'll give you some more facts about Prague when we get there. The country has the highest castle density in the world, and it contains the historic region of the Kingdom of Bohemia to the west of the country, which is where the origins of the Bohemian lifestyle come from.
Right, sorry to stop the video, but I do just want to point out that the flag that I have draped over my shoulders is the Czech Republic flag, I've just got it the wrong way round like a complete twat. So I'm going to flip the image so that I can regain a little bit of my dignity, because if you haven't quite got the link, the really awkward thing here is that it actually looks like the Russian flag, which, as you're about to see, is the exact opposite of what we're trying to celebrate.
Getting back to the start of our trip where we briefly talked about Europe's dramatic history, Czechia is another country that has been through difficult times. Between 1948 and 1989, it was under communist rule and was a satellite state of the Soviet Union. And the border between the Czech Republic and Austria that we've just passed was actually where the Iron Curtain was, separating the Western Bloc from the Eastern Bloc during the Cold War. Due to this Russian influence, we're probably going to see a few things here which might make people second guess as to where we actually are. Around a third of Czechs' whole population live in what is known as panel houses, or panele, which are basically really shitty looking Soviet apartment blocks that were built during the communist era. Today though, Prague is home to some amazing new housing developments, and it has a very varied architecture around the whole city and its suburbs. There was massive riots in 1989 coinciding with the fall of the Berlin Wall, and in 1992 Czechoslovakia split into the two countries we know today, Czechia and Slovakia. We are currently about 7 hours away from the Ukraine border, and the Czech Republic is part of both the EU and NATO, so we are pretty much, we are very safe. And as always, we're here to experience some of the best that Czech Republic has to offer in terms of travel, and also to celebrate freedom. So enjoy your trip, everyone.
Hey! Dense castle. That's a wall! That's literally a wall!
Oh my god.
Jamie! Put your foot down! Put your foot down!
My foot is on the ground!
Oh my days!
Unfortunately, because Czechia was in turbulent times for so long, it seems like some areas are still trying to catch up.
What is with the road?
It's just like that run game you played at Cool Math Games.
Oh yeah, the cool math games from school. Yeah.
We're not doing very good at that, are we?
Check.
Check.
We've worked out that's what it is. That's what it is.
And the 2020s so far haven't helped.
Ukraine.
You've blocked
my
it.
God.
Keep going. You've blocked the lane.
Is that actually from the Ukraine?
Yeah.
Oh,
it is, because it's a flag.
Doesn't matter, I'll let her in.
Let her in.
She's driven the blue car in front with her car from Ukraine to stay here.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be the worst migrant crisis since the Second World War.
No. Look, I mean, there's a lot of...
What is the height?
Everything seems to be half built.
Yeah.
Being built is, I mean, it's...
Oh, there you go.
What the hell's happened there?
Oh.
Thank God for that. That was a nightmare.
Bloody hell.
There are a few things though that bring you closer to home, and soon I told Jamie to turn off the main road and pull into the town of Vesely nad Luzhniki.
Tesco? What?
Eh?
Is that a Tesco? That's a Tesco?
So basically the facts are that Tesco actually operates here, as well as a few other countries around here. It just doesn't operate in, like, you know, France, Italy, but it does operate here. I bet you it won't feel like a normal Tesco though. Just so you know, 10 kc is 40 cents. It's like 35p. So you times 35 by 3, so that's like just over £1. So those milkshakes are just over £1.
I liked how when you normally walk into a Tesco's, you're presented with the meal deals and the drinks.
Yeah.
In here, you're presented with beer.
Yeah, actually.
There's beer straight away.
Ethan's back behind the wheel after many days of heat stroke. How you doing, Win?
We're doing fine so far.
You excited for Prague?
Well, hell yes I am.
Oi,
Cheapest
oi.
night out we'll ever have.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we haven't died so far.
Well, this could take you where you wanna be. If you're looking for a fast climb, don't show me nothing I don't want.
Alright guys, welcome to another edition of 30-second campsite at the side of the road tours. This one is literally just called Camping Prague, and it's right at the end of like a little island in the middle of the river, and at the very end there is a boat which takes you across towards the centre of Prague, so it's quite easy to get into the centre of Prague. It's a good location. It's a very basic campsite. There's not really a lot here. There's just, you know, showers, toilets, electric hookup, water, that's it. It's very basic, but it's in a good location, and it's served its job.
I apologise, but I have to just do it.
After Badger performed some operations on Ethan,
Sorry. So cool.
we were ready to head into Prague.
It's like a boat driving cinema. Seeing them trams is just freaky.
Once we got to the centre, we headed straight for some food.
We walked in, sat down, he gave us a table, menu, whatever, and then Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And he offered this.
He said,
He said what straight away?
5 beers. 5
Yeah,
beers?
yeah, 5
and
beers.
then he said, which one?
He said that the top one was the best one,
And then I said, oh, can I have a water?
and he looked very, very shocked.
He looked a bit disappointed. Yeah, he
was
looked a
very
bit
shocked.
shocked. Disappointed.
Now we'll welcome to Prague.
What is like Czech food? I'm not brushed up on this.
That stuff. What have you ordered? Beer.
Beer cheese. But you can
Beer
get that
cheese?
anywhere though. It's not Czech. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what actually is Czech food.
Goulash and schnitzel are some of the biggest foods that are eaten here. Goulash
Not from
definitely.
here though.
Me and Wynne got the smoked ham starter, and the others had the beer cheese. When the main courses arrived though, it turns out that Badger had unintentionally answered his own question by getting a dish called Svikova na smetane, which is a national dish.
What is it? Do you know?
Beef?
Beef. What's all that on top? It looks like a yogurt.
Squirty cream. Looks like
Squirty cream.
It's served with bread dumplings and a vegetable puree, and the beef itself is topped with cream and cranberry sauce.
Is it nice? Does it work together? It does.
After my favourite part of the night was over, it was on to the drinks, starting with a rock bar next door to where we ate. As we walked into the old town, we found an absinthe bar selling hundreds of varieties of the spirit, which is very popular in Prague.
Yes.
It smells like Beamish, but you know the sweet shop in Beamish?
Oh yeah.
And as they were drinking, I discovered something rather funny.
Just a few streets up, right, there's a museum of sex toys.
No way.
What the? That's mental, that.
I do like all the BDSM masks. A history of BDSM. That is very good.
I mean, they don't have that in Newcastle, do they?
We then met some slightly tipsy lasses from Sheffield Uni who decided to join our bar crawl.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1, neck it.
This is the main bit.
Are you from Newcastle as well?
Newcastle as well, yeah, I just don't have the accent. Born and bred.
Are you the dad of the group?
I would like to say I'm not. The guy with the beard is the dad of the group. Yeah, he's the dad of the group.
Yeah, he looks more like the dad.
100%.
How have you come today and you've got burn patches already?
Because we've been on the road.
Oh yeah, we've been in the road.
What I was going to say, Jamie, right?
Yeah?
You see that clock tower over there?
Yeah.
Oldest clock in the entire world.
In the entire world.
1410. It's the oldest clock in the entire world. Astronomical clock. It's an astronomical
Bloody
clock.
hell.
I don't know what that means. I just read it as a fact.
Jesus.
And Prague Castle is the largest castle in the world. What? It's about 7 football fields.
You ready?
This is it. Have you seen the Eiffel Tower?
Over there?
What the hell is that? What the hell is it?
In Central Europe. We're going there.
That actually looks quite good, that. The biggest club in Central Europe.
Unfortunately, the biggest club in Central Europe is currently cash only, and seeing as we didn't have any Czech Korunas, we found a different one.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky. I got a good feeling. Tell me the only thing you are is mine now.
Hiya, lad.
What the f happened?
Ethan's in pain.
You wouldn't believe this. It's a very long story.
Very, very
Where's
long
Badger?
story. It's 7:15 in
Where's
the morning.
Badger?
We don't know.
What?
We actually don't know.
Coming up in the finale of our European road trip, we're travelling all the way to the Netherlands via some rather surprising and exotic places, ending with a night in Amsterdam where alcohol isn't responsible for getting them all wasted.
This isn't going to go on YouTube.